That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Last thing I want to talk about, and then we're out of here. DJ Akademiks said, you got 24 hours. You got 24 hours, Loren Lorosa. Why are you talking about I lied? What did I lie about? I said Kendrick was going to have seats. I said Kendrick was going to do that. I said Kendrick was going to do that. What did I lie about? She waited until 3 minutes until 24 hours and said 12:57 a.m. Saturday. What did Act lie about? A thread. Here we go.
I'm waiting on you, and I'm going to give you 24 hours. Chat, remember this right here. 1 a.m. Saturday. What did Akademiks lie about? Loren, I'm waiting on you, and I'm going to give you 24 hours. Chat, remember this right here. 1 a.m. Saturday.
And just in case you didn't know, Loren Lorosa has family ties. I do not know Loren Lorosa. I don't even know if I met her. If I have, I don't remember meeting her. But she does have family ties. So that's family by association. So you know why I'm rocking with this on this side.
Fans is broke. His fans is a bunch of niggas that don't have a lineup. They got no haircut.
Loren said, you lied about the ticket sales. You lied about the money. You lied about his fans that are
nappy-headed or just straight-up white boys who are degenerates who used to say the N-word. No lineup, no job, no deodorant. One of these niggas with hot breath think that when they're just gonna rap a bunch of these niggas still thinking about control. Like, of course these niggas can't. These niggas, they're not taking care of their kids. Why the fuck you think they're gonna pay?
Who else still thinking about control? I'll let you know. Aubrey Drizzy Drake Graham is still thinking about control in 2025. That's the whole reason of this back and forth. He said, still thinking about control. Ironic.
Be able to pay $400 to go to a concert. Fuck no. So, as I said, if Kendrick Lamar was giving away these tickets for if y'all niggas on food stamps, if y'all niggas are unemployed, if you get a 20% discount, if you ain't get a haircut since 2020, 2012, this shit will be packed. It would be sold out in a minute.
So he said it won't be packed because they don't have the money. All right, hold on. Oh yeah. He said people not singing it, and they only singing that like us. So then people singing the song. That was Luther.
Oh yeah, we live and direct. Oh yeah, we live and direct in this motherfucker tonight. I feel it in the air. I feel the energy. Hold up. Feel good one tonight. I see a lot of old faces in the building. I see a lot of new faces too. That's all right. Oh yeah, we live.
Crazy crowd, man.
That's why I said Kendrick ruined hip hop, because ever since he came with that little battle energy, that's cool. Drake and Pusha T got into it. Niggas said Pusha T won. You know what happened? Niggas moved on, and we just kept getting hits. This nigga been like, we've been frozen in May 2024 for a fucking year. Nobody wants to drop music because you're watching the guys at the top just only focus on this beef that's a year old. I really think he ruined hip hop because of that. That's why I said YB, he's dropping new music. Cardi, who dropped one of the albums of the year, they're making music.
Cardi dropped the album.
But
yeah.
But here's the point I'm trying to say. When it comes to this nigga, Kendrick, how did he done Drake? Like, you're acting like you said it was a knockout. I said, listen, the most I'll give you, if we gonna use a boxing comparison, yo, these niggas are squabbling. I had Drake up on the scorecard. Facts. I had him up on the scorecard. He's giving that nigga, yo, he's outboxing on some Floyd shit. But I ain't gonna cap with you. The reality, I'll say when Not Like Us dropped, that was like a rib shot. Like Drake, he took a stand and ate. Word two.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. So
that's not no knockout, nigga.
so then what's the argument though? That's
You
my
said
question.
Drake got knocked
What's the
out.
argument
I said
if you he got knocked out? He got knocked out. Even in Hard Part 6, he's almost admitting that he got
He really do look like Party Next Door. That's funny.
knocked out. He's
Yeah,
bowing out of the
shit.
fight. He's throwing the white flag.
Yo, he had to take it to the streets. Nigga shooting up his crib. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't agree with anybody saying beefing or battling is bad for hip hop. I've seen a lot of people have this take, including Super Duper Cow, which I thought was very ironic because his most popular song, he's like dissing a proverbial artist. He said it wasn't a Drake diss, but it's like rappers do that all the time where they say, "You lame, you never be as good as me, you'll never do." Cow, and Keep It Real is like a diss song to rappers, not keeping it real. Like his most popular songs are songs dissing other rappers. Only difference between that and what happened with Drake and Kendrick is that they put names on it. So it's like I never understood the entire like thing of, oh, this is wrong, this is bad for hip hop. Like let's just love each other and this and that. When your verses are like, I got more money than you, I get more women than you, we're not in the same tax bracket, my thing is bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole kind of thing of hip hop, rap, your rap verses. So it's just like, okay, you're just rapping about this random person that you're beefing with in real life or you don't like in real life. You're competing with that person and you put a name on it. Like that's the only difference. I don't think it's he said I have to go, bro. Keep going. I appreciate it so much, Sauce. He said, see you on the next stream. My guy, I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, that's my thing with it. It's not bad for hip hop, in my opinion. I don't think it's bad. Like it's hip hop is a sport. It's competitive, and that's all it was. You know, competitive sparring. And another thing that I want to say about it is, on top of that, the good stuff is gonna shine. Like I always go back to what Josh Powell said a few years ago when he said the cream rises to the top. Like the stuff that's good is always going to get a spotlight. Stuff that's good is always going to rise to the top. So it's like Cardi had his moment when he released music. Some other good projects out right now. A lot of good music. I really like Neonte's album, which came out I think last week. Mike has released 3 albums already this year with Showbiz, JBL Music, and Pinball 2. And I believe he's still gonna keep dropping albums. Who else was dropping? Who else is dropped that was really good this year? Oh, Saba. Saba drops his album, which was sensational. I think up for album of the year. Suave dropped Billy 2, which you guys know I've been extremely high on. If you don't know, now you know. DDG's album dropped, which had a couple good tracks on it. Since the Beef, Chromacopia dropped. Very quality album. GNX dropped. Very quality. Like these are stuff that's not, you know what I'm saying? The things. It's just a lot of cool stuff going on in hip hop. Spook has dropped a couple albums in Atlanta. You know, you got Lil Tony came back home, Glock 40 Spaz came back home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of cool stuff happening right now in music, specifically hip hop. Jalen Josie, excuse me. She had the song of the summer, in my opinion, with the new girl. It's just a lot of cool stuff going on right now in music. Anisi is literally doing a Gangster Girls right now. Caribou's kind of like forcing music out through snippets. She just dropped the joint with Zucchini, and she did that through the Montreality DVD music video. And Tony Snow did the same thing with his song on Montreality DVD. Bruce Drop Him Off is doing his thing with the Ball Hog kind of music label joint. Black Boy Max is doing his thing with 5 Star. You know, it's just so much cool stuff going on right now in rap music and hip hop and R&B, and Coco Jones dropped her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much cool stuff going on in rap and R&B right now to be like, man, the beef has ruined music. Like what? The music's still there. The good music's still there. Just gotta look for it. Like you mad it's not being pushed to the forefront because Kendrick is having a moment because at, at the peak of everybody talking about him, he dropped GNX. And GNX was like a whole bunch of not like us's. Sorry, he made bops. Make some bops. Drake made, Give Me a Hug and Nokia. Those did what they did. And the Spider-Man, Superman, those did what they did. They had shelf life. And then Kendrick went on stadium tour. And the conversation shifted back to Kendrick after that. Just is what it is, bro. If you want the attention, do stuff to get attention. Do a stadium tour. If that's the attention.
Because I think honestly, Kendrick didn't need no co-headliner. If it's what we talking about and it's really like that, because I think it is like that. I do think it's like that. I don't think he need a co-headliner. I think he could have went out here and did by his damn self. Because I think honestly, Kendrick didn't need no co-headliner. If it's what we talking about and it's really like that, because I think it is like that.
Excuse me.
I just realized that this girl is the one who used to be on the Breakfast Club. Hey, iHeart.
He was saying he liked her. Calling out of her name might have been necessary. He's a N-word, F any N-word, man, animal, child, person, alien who speak down on me. Stop playing with me. That B-word shouldn't mention a effing goat like me. She a effing library attendant. All she do is read a sheet. Big act ain't in your caliber. All she do is read a sheet. Yo, it's crazy. That's crazy. So then Stat Baby came in, right? Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, my dog. Once again, this is a homie, friend of the channel. Not a homie where it's like I could call folks, text folks anytime. Not a homie, but a friend of the channel. Why is this man so angry? Laughing emojis. At Loren Lorosa said you lied about your numbers, and it translates to all of this. LMAO. I think you need a vacay. So here it goes. Hold on. I'm begging you to not give him father to disrespect or violate you. I won't be able to take it. Please let this man be, because if you get on one, he will crash out, and you're too sweet to have to go through that. Your big bros will have to have your back, but is it worth it? Nah. Man, don't live in no fear of no man saying no mean things about you on a live stream because he drunk and can't put the bottle down. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'll keep it a bean with you. A lot of people won't say this just because of affiliations and stuff like that. They don't want to be canceled and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. Akademiks is someone I really have looked up to, especially in the mid 2010s when he started to kind of rise. Ever since like Everyday Struggle, like I was like, yo, I really appreciate this dude because he worked up the Akademiks brand to what it was. And then it got to the point where Complex was like, we want to bring him on. And when they brought him on, I was like, yo, this is dope to see that type of support and everything like that. To see some, because it's someone who built his own. That's something that I always wanted to do. I've been an employee, of course, my entire career, but I've always had this YouTube channel. I've always had my own brand. I've always had this logo. Shout out to my boy Jordan who built this logo, designed this logo. I believe it was 2017 he designed the logo. I spoke to him last year and he was like, I think it's time for an updated one. I like my logo. Side note, that's a whole side piece. But the reason why I've always kept my media is because I've always wanted my media company. I've always wanted my own platform and stuff like that. Because just entrepreneurship, the spirit of that, my family's always kind of like pushed me towards that and taught me that direction. And yeah, so I've always admired him for the way that he grinded and built something from the ground up by himself. That said, he did build it largely on the Chirac series, kind of like turning real life tragedy and sadness into an anime of sorts on YouTube, which was crazy. And yeah, he did do that. And he does say like just a lot of things that I do not agree with. I don't agree with the way that he speaks to women, and I don't know, that's a part of the entertainment thing that has built his following, because it's like, oh, you're not supposed to say that, but he's saying it, which makes me want to tune in, because it's like the things he's saying the forbidden, things that we're not supposed to say. I understand that, but I can't respect it. And yeah, so I wanted to put out that disclaimer that I did look up to him in terms of like building a media company off the ground and getting to the point where people want to partner with your media company and your brand because you built it to that point. At the same time, coming for a stat baby, coming for a Loren Lorosa is both whack. And nobody should be scared of some man going on a live stream with a bottle of Hennessy in his hand, calling you out of your name. Like, at the end of the day, you just on the other side of the screen. Ain't nothing about to happen in real life. So what's the point of you talking? And talking tough to some woman like this, like, that's crazy. And I know people keep saying that. They're like, oh, he speak on men too. We seen him back down from men too, right? So it's just like, what's the point, bro? This whole thing, oh, I'll expose you, everything like that. You tried to expose Caribou. You didn't know anything about Caribou. You got half of the facts wrong when you tried to quote unquote expose her, because you Yachty friend, or Yachty calls you and he talks to you on and off stream, and to give you his side of the warped story that wasn't the true story. Kara said that she met you and you guys had a talk, and she said she understands a little more. Y'all felt like y'all came to a little more understanding after meeting and talking to each other. But that's just the case, bro. It's like, I'm not worried about you going on a drunk rant on live stream. And I know you're not going to respond to me because I literally have one viewer in the chat right now. And, I'm saying I have less than 5,000 subscribers on YouTube at the moment that I'm broadcasting this. But it's like, the principle is the principle, bro. It's whack what you did. It's whack the way that you're coming at these young women. Respectable journalists, bro. And it's all started from them calling you out on your hypocrisy. And Loren Lorosa came with the whole thread of receipts that showed that you were being a hypocrite, which is all she said at the beginning. You're being a hypocrite. You're wrong. Just own up to it. That's it, man. This was nearly a 2-hour stream. It's 5 a.m. Eastern at the time I'm recording this, so I know people on the East Coast are waking up now, getting ready for church if they got early morning service or they're part of the service, anything like that, or they have a little drive to make. So I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the basketball that's on TV, all of the things of that sort. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Peace.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, one quick question.
We can't ask Rashad.
Hey, Rashad.